Hey guys, my name is Melissa Sacco, and I'm so excited to be sharing my story with you for this coach's sneak peek. I've been coaching with Beachbody for a little over 2 years now at this point. I am a 4-star diamond coach, lifetime coach, and this is actually my full-time business now, which is super cool. I used to read those disclaimers like, Team Beachbody cannot guarantee any financial success, and I would be like, yeah, because it's a scheme. But I want to share with you a little bit about how I got involved with Beachbody because it really comes down to the coaches. I think there's always, in any story that you hear, from a coach that's actively working, there was always one person that inspired them to be there, to join Team Beachbody, to try a program or to try a challenge group or whatever it was that introduced them to Team Beachbody. So I want to share with you what my story was to teach you guys that, there's a lot of questions about is it market saturation? Is, my neighbor's a coach or my sister's a coach. I don't think I can be successful because there's coaches everywhere, but it's really about connecting with that one person. So I want to share with you how I got started, and it was all because of one person. It was because of my coach, Sarah Molnar. We had been friends before Beachbody, and she knew that I was a super big fitness lover. She actually came to I have another business, and she was a client of mine with her family. And she knew just from being friends in person that I loved fitness. I was a huge gym rat. I actually started attending some of her boot camp classes because she was a she was a personal trainer. She taught at a fitness facility. And that's kind of how we started on the whole fitness path together. But I also was really struggling with my nutrition. I was the person that was exercising anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes a day, 7 days a week for about 4 years. I'm a runner. And I was exercising so much because I just couldn't get results. And I also felt like that was my time away from being a stay-at-home mom, was to go to the gym. And I had multiple jobs at that point, when I had first started with Beachbody. So to take out 90 minutes of my day was a lot of my day. Having the kids at home and then also working nights and weekends, I just had a very imbalanced life. And I was really feeling frustrated with not knowing what to eat and also struggling severely with digestion. I am like an open book. I was so constipated all the time for years. I was in and out of doctors, and they really couldn't do anything for me. They just told me to take Miralax. And that's really what the turning point was for me as far as investing in my first challenge pack. And I had watched my coach share her story for about 6 months on Facebook, and I kind of like crept her page, and of course we were friends in real life, and she kept inviting me to these challenge groups, and I didn't know what they were, and so I was just like, no, that's not for me. But specifically, she kept telling me to try Shakeology and to try the 21-day fix for my nutrition and to lose the last 10 pounds. She said, you're exercising too much, and I just didn't really believe in it yet. So it took me a long time to really get the courage to try my first challenge pack. But she just was that one person that kept kind of gently reminding me that things were possible if I wanted to change how I was feeling. And she just encouraged me to do that when I was ready. And so for me, the biggest hesitation with buying my first challenge pack was actually the money. So I was a stay-at-home mom, and we have 3 kids, and I was working nights and weekends and home during the day. And my husband was working about 60 hours a week. And we were just trying to get by like everybody else. And I had to wait. When I first decided that I wanted to do my challenge pack, I actually had to wait a month to save up my Christmas money because my husband told me no. He said, you're not investing in that. Shakes are $100 a month for shakes. Like, that's absurd. But I was so frustrated with my health. Not even just the weight, but I really was not feeling well. I was cranky and miserable, and I had raging migraines, about 5 days a week of migraines. So finally I decided I needed a change, and so I got it for myself for Christmas. And I got it a little bit before Christmas because I had done it. I thought, I'm going to just download like the 21-day fix information on Pinterest, and I'm just going to do it by myself. And I'm going to prove to my coach that I don't need Shakeology or I don't need a challenge group or anything like that. And it sucked. It sucked terribly. I didn't get any results doing the 21-day fix by myself. I was using I don't want to say over the counter, but a protein shake from Walmart, which had awful fillers in it. Like, it was terrible for me. And with my digestion issues already existing, it was even worse. Like, I was miserable and I didn't lose any weight. And so I decided to just go all in. And I bought my first challenge pack, and within a week, I felt so amazing. Like I was losing inches like within a week. The bloat specifically, I was going to the bathroom every day, like every day, once a day. That had never happened to me before. And I started feeling more energized. Like I just felt different. And I thought, I signed up as a coach with my initial purchase to get the discount. And I realized like my coach is telling me if I sign up as a coach, I'll get a discount. But she's also telling me that there's this business opportunity. And I watched her. And that's why I say it's so important that you realize it is one person. It is your opportunity, if you decide to become a coach, to do this for somebody else. I watched her build her business, this busy mom of 4, personal trainer, so I was a little bit intimidated, but I loved fitness. Like I was working out at the gym. I was doing group classes, and I thought, gosh, like I can tell people that, they can do a burpee. If I can do a burpee, I can do that. And I saw her talk about the financial opportunities, and I started watching, and I watched her income grow over 6 months, and I thought, God, like if I could just make $100 a month to pay for Shakeology, I will do that. Like I can do this. And I don't think I would have been able to have that first leap of faith if it wasn't for my coach. And now I am working to build a team of my own coaches that I'm giving that empowerment to, that confidence to. Where, you get to be a leader. You get to share your success and your struggles to help other people, to encourage them. So I think one of the biggest fears then when I started coaching was I announced on social media that I was a coach. Scary as balls, like so scary, but I did it anyways and I didn't die. And I always had Sarah there to support me. We have fantastic team pages, but not only that, we were working together very, very closely for the first, I'd say 30 to 60 days of my business, because you see all this potential and then you pull the trigger and you're like, shit, like now what? Like, what do I do? And I always kind of wondered how I would learn the business, not realizing that you're actually plugged into free trainings, like free Facebook groups, all this information and all this support with Team Beachbody. Like they provide it for you. It's there, and it's just your choice to take advantage of it or not. And working with your mentor and working with, like, we have an amazing team. Team Legendary is a 2-time elite team. I have my own team. I was a premier coach my first year with Beachbody, which I know probably doesn't mean anything to people that don't understand what that means, but it means that you're building a successful business. Like this is not just a hobby. This isn't a business opportunity, and we have to say that there's no financial guarantee with Beachbody. But I used to read that disclosure, and that made me think that it was a scheme, like that it wasn't possible. But what it really means is it's not guaranteed, but the opportunity is there. And I always go back to thinking about my husband going to work, and he's been at his job for 7 years, and he really enjoys it. He likes going to work, and there was definitely off days, but there are multiple layoffs every year at his company. And so every quarter we kind of wonder, we go through that phase of, is he going to be on the chopping block? And so there's no guarantees with any job. You have the opportunity to get fired at any moment unless you work for yourself. And that is what I wanted. I wanted the opportunity to have a flexible schedule so I could be home with my kids or go to their school or work from vacation. When I was a stay-at-home mom, I quit my full-time job, and I was earning really good money, and I quit it, and I took up part-time work here and there, but I never got paid vacations. So vacations were always a struggle for me. And I love to travel, so I wanted that opportunity, but I always felt guilty spending any money traveling or taking the time off for traveling because I didn't get paid. So, I think there's probably that one person that inspired you to want to learn about what the opportunities are with coaching that you've been following, or that connected you with this free sneak peek. And I want you to share that in the comments below, because that's what you can be for somebody else, is share the name of that one person that invited you to this group or that inspired you to research what coaching was and why they inspired you. And you know, if you have questions about what you want to learn during this week of Sneak Peek, just drop them below too, because that's what we're here to do, is to educate and inspire you and to let you realize that this business is a business opportunity for anybody. If I can do this, like with no social media background, I'm not a personal trainer, I'm not a nutritionist, my nutrition was shit before Beachbody. Like, if I can do this, then anybody can do this. You just really have to have that why, that desire to want to change your life, to want to build a business opportunity, to want to help other people feel amazing. Like, I think about how great I physically felt after my first round of the 21 Day Fix and Shakeology, of course. For me, it was life-changing. It had a life-changing impact on my family. And now I have that opportunity to pay that forward to somebody else. And that is something that I feel so fulfilled by. And I can do it from anywhere, and it works for my family, and I can build a business for it, you know, from it. So again, drop that comment below of who invited you to the group, that one person that you've been following that made you think, gosh, like maybe this is for me. And share a little bit about what your goals are with what you want to achieve with the opportunities with coaching. So, all right, thank you so much, and I look forward to the rest of the week.